Okay, I'll see you on Friday, okay? Kirishima nervously chuckled in front of you, holding your hands as he stood in your doorway. You smiled up at him. You promise? He bent down and pressed his lips to yours. I promise. One more kiss turned into two, which turned into him with his arm tightly around your waist, your body pressing at the doorframe as he practically devoured you. Finally, the two of you said your goodbyes, a little bit out of breath. No, we're dating. We got a date on Friday, Kirishima mumbled to himself as he got in the elevator, a dopey smile on his face. He threw a fist in the air, proud that he'd finally come out and said it. He needs to call Bakugo for saving his ass yet again. Who knew Bakugo was such a great wingman? Finally, Kirishima had made you his girlfriend. He hasn't felt like in such a long time, since, like high school. His eyes went wide. He hasn't dated since high school. Oh shit! We're dating. I got a date! In a panic, he called the only Baku Squad member that he knew the meaning of word chill. Hey dude, what's up? Sarah answered lazily. Oh, God, shitting myself. I got a date on Friday. Kirishima practically screamed into the phone as he hushed out the elevator into the lobby, making a small woman who was entering at the same time jump back. Kirishima waved apologetically as he scurried away to possibly go bury himself somewhere. Congrats? Why are you panicking? I don't know what I'm doing. What do people do for dates now? He gripped at his hair. For all he knew, Netflix and chills what the new norm. Bro! Sarah snorted at Kirishima distressed. The red-haired was overthinking the entire situation, and Sarah found him refreshingly funny. I haven't been on a date since high school. I don't know what major adult does for a first date. I'm not major. I still watch cartoons in the morning on my days off. That threw Sarah over the edge. He burst out into a fit of laughter, wheezing and coughing as he tried to compose himself. After a solid 5 minutes, he was able to speak again. Okay, relax, dude. I called the squad in, and we brainstormed over some beer while Bakugo lectures us on the amount of sugar and calories we were putting on our bodies. Sounds good? Yeah, that's work. You okay now? Yeah, I have a girlfriend. Kirishima let out a bashful giggle, looking back up to your apartment complex. Good for you, bro. See you later. Fucking told you extras. Pay up, assholes. The whole table ground as everyone started slamming their money down the table. Bakugo cackled unapologetically as he swept the pot of money over to him. The hell, guys? Kirishima looked at them, appalled. Well, we started making bets after you randomly became a junior firefighter. Ashido frowned as she handed her money over to Bakugo, who snatched it from her hand and started counting it. Kirishima pouted. He didn't think it was that obvious. Ashido reached over, reading his mind and patting his arm. Oh, honey, we all know how considerate you are of people, but seriously? Yeah, we all saw it coming. Kaminari got in, holding up a folded piece of paper. Alright. So, I put up a list on the internet. The whole table groaned, but Kaminari cleared his throat and spoke over the complaint. I compiled all lists of many first date ID, and this is what I got. Sarah switched the paper from the electric blonde and glanced over it. Museum? Does she like art? Hey, not all museums are just art. There's this really cool tall museum that I saw last weekend. Kaminari took the paper back, smoothing up imaginary wrinkles. Ashido rolled her eyes. Is she even into video games? The red-haired only shrugged as he took a sip of beer. Honestly, he couldn't really think of anything that you were interested in outside of, work. I don't know. She's kind of a workaholic. The only thing she collects is, she's a creepy mega fan of his. She covered like her entire parent in red merch. Bakugo chimed in nonchalantly, still counting his money. All eyes were now on Kirishima, eyebrow raised. Moving on. Kirishima launched his body across the table to grab the list, trying to change the subject. Hey, a picnic! That sounds nice! Zero shook his head. You might have to go where there are no people. Both of you are still pretty popular, and with that gossip rag around, you might attract a crowd. The note was passed to Eijirou. It was probably best in her hands since she's the only girl in the group. Eijirou took out a pen and started crossing things off. So, anything with crowd is probably out. That means no sport, game, and amusement park. Kaminari started to pout as he watched so many of his ideas getting crossed out. Crossed off crappy poetry. That's shitty from some... Oh, no, not that. What? Not that. Hey. What the fuck is that crappy pottery painting? That shit is for some old married couple or, little kids. Ugh. Bakugo finally joined the conversation only to scoff at Kaminari. Seriously? Pottery? Eijirou nodded in agreement at what the ash blonde said, tapping her nose as she scraped that out. Kaminari threw his arm in the air. Let's just cross all of my ideas then. Rock climbing. That sounds cool. She had fun doing that while we were camping. Maybe we could go on a hike. Kirishima tried to be positive on one group. The camping trim had really helped change your relationship. Something outdoorsy might be good. Sadly, Eijirou waved it off and started giving her girl advice, which really sounded more like a lecture. Oh no! You need to do something together. Something that you haven't done. The first date can set the tone for the entire relationship. Plus, rock climbing is more of a third date activity. First date are when you need to have lots of face-to-face conversation, You're getting to know each other in a romantic sense. Rock climbing isn't going to give you a lot of opportunity to do that. Also, no sex or too much kissing. Focus on talking to her as a person so she doesn't think you only after her body. Kirishima's face instantly flared up as being called out like that. Damn, Eijirou can pick up on the slightest hint of anything that is remotely romantic. If only she had put that much effort into her study when they were in school. All I got is that one thing left. Tell me now that I can go wrong so I can throw this stupid list away. Kaminari was completely fed up, tucking the list back and writing one more thing on it before thrusting it back into the center of the table. He crossed his arm as he slouched into this chair. Eijirou looked up at Bakugo and Zero, who both nodded with a look of surprise. Actually... that's not a bad idea. Good job done, face. Bakugo waved over a waitress to order some wings for Kaminari as a reward for using so much brain power. Wait, what? You guys like one of my ideas? Yes, and you guys doubt me. Just call me the love doctor from now on. Kaminari leaned back into his chair, rubbing a finger under his nose as he bragged smugly. Eijirou reached over and pressed a finger to his forehead, causing him to fall back. Fuck! Miniature golf? You questioned as the two of you walked up to the indoor miniature golf course. It was perfect. It was less in the open, they controlled the amount of people on the course, and with a little extra cash, the attendant held back on letting in more people so the two of you could have plenty of time alone together. Kirishima cleared his throat nervously. You don't like it? You linked your finger through his, shaking your head. Oh, no, that's not it. I just haven't done it in years. His heart nearly launched into his throat. How do you do that so easily? Oh, I guess that means I'm in a chosen to win then. Keeping it cool, he teased you as he pulled you into the building. The competitive nature of yours came in full throttle, jumping at the bait. Is that a challenge that I hear? Kirishima looked down at you, leaning with a smirk on his face. Yeah, the winner decides where we go for dinner. You leaned in closer, whispering, "You're on." Oh, he want to kiss you so bad right now. After paying admission and slipping the tea in a few more bills to keep the crowd away from the two of you, you were picking up that color club you wanted to use. Of course, Kirishima chose red. He was leaning back, watching you as you narrowed in one near green club. You bent down to see if it was a comfortable height for you, and that's when he noticed the curve on your ass in those jeans. He felt himself totally zoned out, leaning more heavily on his club when he stumbled. You looked back at him as he straightened up. You okay? Yup! Go ahead for the first hole to save our post. I changed my mind about what color to use. He hid his now bent club behind his back, praying you wouldn't notice or argue with him. Lucky him, you nodded in agreement. Oh, okay. Kirishima sighed in relief once you were out of view. He held up the bent club. The poor thing didn't have a change under his weight. He held it up to the attendant, who saw the whole thing transpire. I'm so sorry. I fell for the damage. You can already hear Mina telling him off. I told you not to think about sex or kissing too much. Focus on getting to know her. Easier said than done. Now, with a new club that was darker shade than red, he met you at the hole one. You were tossing one of your golf balls in the air as you waited. Ready? You smiled, helping him forget the incident. He silently promised himself that he wouldn't embarrass himself anymore on this date, so that you wouldn't regret going out with him. Around the third hole, he was starting to giggle as he was about to take his shot. What? Just watching you play. Compared to you, everything on the course looks so child-sized. True, he's pretty bulky, and that was even more apparent next to a mini Eiffel Tower. He pulled back the club to take a swing. You're so big. His face instantly turned red as he lost his grip. His second golf club was sent spinning 4 courses away. You held both hands over your mouth, trying to contain your laughter. He glared at you, shaking back. This was your fault this time. He sighed, his hand down dejectedly as he started walking. I'll be right back. Club retrieve. You continued to play it. He was extra cautious with the club, making sure to keep a firm grip on it and in his sanity. Why is he so nervous? This shouldn't be that big of a deal. The two of you had hung out before. You skipped beside him, spinning your club in your hand. I'm winning by 4 strokes. Kirishima looked over the course. It was set up so if he hit the corner just right, he could get in 1 stroke. After you tried but didn't manage to get everyone close to the hole, he felt like he had it in his bag. Time to show off. I'll get a hole in one, just watch. This is basic geometry. Bakugo tutored me for an hour until I master it. You giggled, stepping to the side as he set his ball up. He hit the ball, but he may have hit it a little bit too hard. Instead of bouncing off the wall and doing back for the hole, it went into the air and straight for the small Great Wall of China. He rushed over to see the damage it's caused now. It's stuck in the mold. I must have hit it too far. The ball was lodged inside the plaster, and every time Kirishima tried to get it out, more cracks formed. I can't get it out without raking in it anymore. He looked back to glare at you. This counts as a stroke, I think. Your competitive streak was showing it, and it was not playing nice. Before he could protest, you went to your ball and tapped it gently. You smirked at him triumphantly as it came within an inch of the hole. Well, look at that. I'm going to get a birdie. So much for looking cool, huh? Kirishima sighed to himself for like the millionth time. You were kicking his butt at this while he was stumbling all over the place. What the hell? It played this before and it was never this bad. Last one. The White Meal. Such a name. The final boss of miniature golf stood on top of a small hill paper mache blade spinning slowly. Kirishima was taller than it, but it felt like it was towering over him. He swallowed. I get this one, no problem, right? Kirishima pumped himself up, stepping up first. He watched the blade swirling around, waving with his club in the air for the perfect moment. Quickly, he swung at the ball and it zipped through the air. It looked like it was going to make it. Finally! It went through the blade! You dropped your club and ball to laugh as Kirishima rushed over in horror. He scrambled over to look at the damage and find the ball, but he noticed that it wasn't there. He looked behind the mill to see that his ball coming at the back, rolling down the ramp all the way into the hole. He fist pumped into the air, forgetting all about the other hole. He caused, "Ha! See! Hole! Hole one!" He pointed toward the hole and then leaned against the windmill, only for it to start tilting. Oh shit! He caught it quickly and balanced it back. Well, at least you were smiling. You crumpled to the ground, laughing. That was fun, especially since I won by 10 strokes. You stretch your arms up, taking in the fresh air after such a fun game. You turn to the side, expecting Kirishima to be standing beside you, only to see the street. He was behind you, dragging his feet out of the miniature golf facility, head held down. Kirishima? I'm sorry about all that back there. I was just so nervous that I kept messing things up and causing destruction of property. Kind of messed up for a first date, huh? He walked up to you, eyes still downcast, as he apologized for one of the best dates you ever had. You reach out to him, gently taking a hold on his hand. Why were you so nervous? I mean, it's not like we haven't hung out like this before. If anyone should be nervous, it's me. Like, you already know all my dirty secret in my apartment. Maybe you should mention that you'd had a Bakugo give you another pep talk about how you were being an idiot for panicking slightly before the date. Kirishima sighed, taking both your hands in his and rubbing his thumb across your finger. It's our first date, pretty much the deciding factor of whether you want to stay with me. I didn't want you to take, like, it was a waste of your time or something. You try not to laugh. How could you think spending any time with him could be a waste? Hey, it's not over yet, right? You let go one of his hand, pulling him by the other. I mean, the winner get a big dinner. I vote ordering takeout and watching a movie at my place. He looked at you with a dazed look, completely confused as he let you pull him down the street towards your home. You smile at him reassuringly. I mean, for what it's worth, I had fun. It always have fun with you. Kirishima's face instantly lit up, his mood seeming to perk up. Really? You don't regret it? You move your hand in his, making your finger wave together. I don't think I could ever regret being with you. Honestly, you've never felt this happy before, and it's all thanks to the red hair walking beside you. He tightened his grip and smiled down at you sweetly, making you feel all gooey inside. Same.
약속을 지키니 시간은 가생같은